Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at techtrader.com. It is Wednesday, the 29th of January. These are the charts of the day. Sloppy day in Wall Street. It rallied back nicely, then rolled over at the end. And here's the bottom line. We have a lot of individual stocks that are doing well. I'm not paying attention to the market, but I will tell you this. This is a critical time. The indices need to blow out here or roll over and get hammered. And I think the latter may occur, so be protective. If you're day trading these stocks, trade them with stops. Aethlon Medical, AEMD, has been in an explosive trend literally from 75 cents to $4. But you can see that the two-day inside days wedging, similar to what we had here and there, might lead to another explosive move to 5 and 7. Those are my targets going forward. Agilysys exploded today to the top of my pattern. This is one of my top picks for the year. Probably short-term overbought when it reached a high at 36 and a quarter today, just from 26 in the last couple weeks. So careful on this one. It does look higher longer term. May need a period of consolidation. APTO popped a little bit, about 40 cents or 6.6%, and it got right up to the resistance level, and it might explode right through it with a target of $8 next. ARAY, explosive move with a breakaway gap and a run. Net it was up 13.5%, but it was up much more than that. It actually closed near the lower end of the range, near the gap at the prior high. There is some support here. Let's see if it stabilizes for a couple of days and then moves up again. If so, 535 and 590 are your next targets. Clearside ramping a little bit. It had an engulfing day today. If you look at it, up 33 cents or 10.5% on 1,000,007. If we can accelerate here or follow through, watch for a retest quickly tomorrow that tests 395. And through that, we may see $5. CODX, that's Code Diagnostics. Pop, pullback, pop, inside day, then another pullback that nearly filled the gap right there. And then explosive reversal, engulfing day today. That closed it at 289. I was up 30 cents or 11%. But it feels hard to me. 3.75, 4.25, and then maybe we can run it up towards 6. Dynatrace exploded. That's a swing trade of ours. Looking really good here. Falling wedge, explosive move, but it pulled back off of the highs near 33. I do think it makes it the 34.5 range over the next few days, but it may consolidate first. GBTC broke out. I believe this is a swing right now. The multiple tops, declining tops line, and lateral price resistance double top was taken out. Look for a test as quickly as tomorrow for 12. And then I'm looking at 13.75, 14. GE with a monster earnings report and monster volume of 220 million shares exploded today for $1.21. That's up 10.3%. And as I said, I'm very, very big volume. And now in a defined uptrend, looking at GE this way, you can see what the determination would be. Now, I failed to put a swing on it because I thought it was so heavily capped. But boy, it sure looks like it wants to move further. My target's at 14.25 and then 15.5. Nice chart. Immunogen snapped right back today and yesterday, getting it back towards the declining tops line within a consolidation pattern. But note that it held key support at 4.25 and ramped back up again. If this should get through last week's high of 542, we should see 6, 7, and 8. AEMD with a little bit of recovery the last couple of days. There's lower volume, so I'm a bit concerned. I would put a stop on at 43.75. But I like the potentiality of this stock making a rerun and retest at 53 and running up to 57.8. LB exploded with major breakaway gap. You know how I feel about these. When you have a long downtrend, you base out, then you break out with monster volume like that, probably moving higher. I'm looking for 25 and 28. MTSI also exploded on big volume, ran up 17% or 445. It's now at the highest level in about 2 years. And at resistance, but any follow through here, and we're looking at 34 and then 38.9. NK looking good and wedging again. This is a coil or wedge, whatever you want to call it, similar to what we had in here that exploded. I'm looking for fifth wave. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 might go a little longer, but when it does go, a retest of 10 and then way up in the high teens is very possible. That could be a swing as well. Invite, after building a base for a few months now, this is pop today, jumping $1.27, almost 7%. 2.33 million traded, the best volume on an update in about 2 weeks. So this to me looks like if it can get through here, right to that level, it should make a run at that area of resistance around 23.25, and maybe was as high as 27 as the second target. PCG extended after a dip in the morning. It came back up again and actually closed up on a day of dimes. So that was a nice move. Still looking for more upside. 19 target. PENN National Gaming. And this is a nice chart. Popped and got to resistance today and backed off. But this is a clean breakout. And if I'm looking at the overall structure of this channel, right there and right there potentially, then it might have hit the top of the channel at lateral resistance today. It may be due for some consolidation. But my next target is 33 and 36. Swing trade RCEL continues. Today I broke out with a bit of a little mini breakaway gap out through a 2-week declining channel. And it's tested the trend line and the 50-day moving average, and I'm pleased with that. What I need now is for this thing to make a run past 960, retest 1060, and be on its way towards 13. STC came out of a wedge, or it appears it might have, by jumping 96 cents or 7.5%. Keep an eye on this one going forward because this reversal day 2 days ago tells me we go higher. I'm looking for a test of 14 3/4 to 15 zone, and then you're on your way to 18, 19. SCAC looking good 3 days in a row after this reversal bar held support at the trend line of moving average and lateral price support as well. Now we're headed probably to 550, then 7. Tandem, explosive breakaway move. This has been almost a year now basing out after a huge run up. But right now this one looks like we are headed to 95. That's my next target. And finally, Tesla, monster, only went up 14 during the regular hours to near 581, but check this out. After hours, explodes from 575 to 625. Coils, goes from 618 to 660. Coiling yet again. I don't know where this is going to be later today or tomorrow, but I wanted to show you that explosive daily move on Tesla might be a blow off. Be very careful up here. That's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good weekend.